should you summon for the first anniversary reruns? Now, I'm not sure if they're dropping tomorrow or the next week, but it doesn't really matter when this video drops because these characters are dropping. So this is the part 1 of first anniversary, which happened around 7 to 8 months ago, and that consists of Max G, Ramp G, whatever you want to call him. I call him Max G, but it consists of Ramp, Max G, and Green Todo. And these are two very good units, but I'm going to be just going in depth about should you summon on them. Now, this will be different from a regular should you summon video because I will not be covering the kits per se, since most of you probably know how the kits work, and I have a pretty good wealth of knowledge on how these characters work as well. So we'll work like that. I think this is how I'm going to do these rerun should you summon videos from now on. But thank you so much for the support on everything in the past months and stuff. Hit that sub button if you are enjoying the anniversary content as anniversary comes to a close. And let's roll this intro and get to it. So we've got these two characters, as I already stated. And first, I do want to cover just basic. Honestly, this video is going to be just covering certain situations and things that you specifically should be looking out for. We can start off with Max G here. Max G was probably my favorite character going into the first anniversary. You know, we already know who was dropping, and I made the choice to summon on him instead of Red Mahito because I wanted to play for fun. Even though he wasn't the best pick, I wanted to play for fun, and look what that did to me in the future. But Max G is kind of underrated, I would say. People don't value him that as much because, you know, people like Red Mahito exists and stuff. So as of right now, he's not that needed, but he is an extremely powerful taijutsu unit. And unlike Blue Yuji, the fraudulent Blue Yuji, Max G actually does something for himself. So Max G introduced a new what do you call it? A new thing. I forgot what the actual term is called, but he introduced a new system, there we go, where he can switch between two modes. And one is the nimble state, one is the rampage state. And essentially in both these states, he can give himself ultimate gauge, stat buffs, dodge, all this stuff. But he's like the ultimate DPS because he can give himself stat buffs. He can tank for the team. He can dodge for the team. Force provocation for the team. In floor 76, I literally used him to force provocation on the boss for floor 76 and just have him eat all the hits, and he did extremely well. But he's just the perfect DPS in taijutsu. And the reason why you would probably summon on him is if you have people like Red Mahito already and like Red Kenjaku and maybe even Red Momo, and you just need a DPS to push you over the hump if you're stuck on a specific floor and you just need DPS. So he's not AoE. I just wanted to make that clear. He's not AoE, but he's very, very, very powerful. I would say he's probably lowest priority, even still, compared to the rest of the units, which kind of sucks. Maybe Yellow Sukuna is actually lower than him, but Yellow Sukuna will get his own video. Don't worry about that. Now we can go on to Green Todo. Green Todo's in a very interesting situation. So Green Todo was introduced as the ultimate best friend, you know what I'm saying, to the character that he's with. Like, he works really well with CG Yuji and stuff like that, but his entire thing was having a unit that can black flash ahead of him so that him and that unit in front of him will combo together, and he just does so much damage and so many follow-ups. The reason why I feel like his value has fallen off is because according to my knowledge, this is what the sweats are saying. Okay, this is the word from the streets. Green Nanami's drop kind of ruined him in a little bit, especially Green Nanami and Green Miwa, because how the Green Taijutsu teams work, if you have all these characters, is you're more so focusing on Green Miwa main DPS with her ult farming, and then because Green Nanami is so good as a DPS and because he's hybrid, he kind of takes Green Todo's job a little bit. So Green Nanami is actually more valuable than Green Todo simply because he's hybrid. That's what I've been hearing. But Green Todo is still a fantastic option. If you don't have any Green Taijutsu DPS, I would probably recommend Green Anni because Green Todo's not hybrid. But if you really want to have some fun, then Green Todo is probably the option. That's how I feel about the thing that I feel about with both these units is that even now, they both feel like characters that you're not gonna really need that much. Like for Todo, when he first dropped, you like everybody needed him because Green didn't have a solid DPS, Taijutsu DPS. But now Green has so many that it's like the reason for summoning on him is just way lower. And then for Red Yuji, it's literally the same situation. He's the only red taijutsu DPS, so he will get better over time because they're not dropping another red taijutsu DPS. So over time, there will be a time where he is needed on some higher tower floors, where like his value will definitely skyrocket. But as of right now, he's not needed for anything, which kind of sucks. So that's my take on these two characters. Not going to do a full long video on them because it's very, very straightforward who, like, what to do, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be it for me. See you on the next one. Peace out.